Hello. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I cannot hear.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Géraldine Ganvaux from Dassault Systèmes 3DEXPERIENCE Lab. I'm innovator advocate and business mentor. And today I will just introduce what Dassault Systèmes is doing with the startups. So the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab is an open innovation laboratory where we accelerate disruptive startups that positively impact the society. These startups are innovators, makers, entrepreneurs who are around the world and who are developing prototypes, who are launching breaking sustainable innovation, and who need to accelerate their digital transformation. These startups could be on different themes, so they could be on city, so architecture, materials, energy, manufacturing, mobility, circular economy, but also on life. So that means that on life science, natural resources, and also on lifestyle, so consumer goods. All these projects that we select because they are really disruptive and transforming positively the society can benefit to an ecosystem, but also to our business platform. So it's a platform on the cloud where we provide industrial solutions and software for design, simulation, and manufacturing. In addition, we also propose mentoring. So within this program, you have experts from Dassault Systèmes who can share you their knowledge, their know-how about all the different aspects. We also provide you some facilities like Fab Lab. And within this Fab Lab, you have access to everything around prototyping, but also access to on-demand manufacturing thanks to a marketplace that Dassault Systèmes have developed. And also we do some awareness, marketing and communication in order to improve your visibility. The startups that we select for this program are mainly at early stage. So that means that you need to develop and to industrialize your product. So during the first 2 years, you have access for free to everything, all this package, and after the 2 years, you can benefit to 3 additional years for your industrialization and commercialization, and you can benefit to this package as a customer privilege. The startup that we have for now, since now 5 years, we have around 35 startups, and all these startups are based in US, in India, in Europe, because as we provide solution on the cloud, you don't need to be physically with us. And the mentoring can be digital and can be with people besides you, but we manage everything. And I think that's it.
Yes.
For today.
Yes, thank you so much, Géraldine, for such a beautiful introduction into the session. It was just what we needed to kickstart the conversation. And I would like next to introduce 3 special people that we have here today, the experts that are part of the jury. And first one that I'm going to introduce is Charlotte de Bois-Gilbert. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's a tongue twister for me. But
it was correct.
Oh, phew. But Charlotte, if you could quickly, in 30 seconds, share about yourself, and then I'll move on to the next members.
So I'm Charlotte Bois-Gilbert. I'm working for the 3DEXPERIENCE Lab of Dassault Systèmes. I'm part of the business team, and my other role is being in charge of the mentoring program. So for the startups that we accelerate at the lab, I'm the one looking among the 20,000 people working at Dassault Systèmes for the right mentor, and to get those two, the startup and the Dassault Systèmes colleague, work together throughout the whole acceleration program that lasts for 2 years.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. And second member that we have today is Estelle Brown from Outscale. Hello, Estelle.
Hello. Hi everyone, so I'm Estelle. I'm working for 3DS Outscale, which is a subsidiary of Dassault Systèmes. We are working on the cloud computing part. At 3DS Outscale, I'm managing the Outscale for Entrepreneur program, which is an acceleration program for startups. And I also work on the school relation and employer branding.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Estelle. And last but not least, we have Marjorie Payon here with us today from Tech24.
Hey, Anna. Yes, so I'm probably the only one not being part, per se, of the Dassault System family, but I did experience the 3D Experience Lab with the team here at Dassault System, and I have to say this is an amazing opportunity for our startups, which I'm so looking forward to seeing what amazing type of solutions initiative they can put into place to fight climate change and to think better about the way we can actually handle, this transformation and just, think about how we can actually make rhymes way more often, digital transformation and environmental transformation. I'm sure they'll have pretty much great solutions to offer to us today. And yep, Tech24 is definitely the show that brings you the most of innovation and tech on France 24 Weekly.
Thank you, Marjorie. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Perfect way to set up the solutions that we'll hear about, and for raising the level of the energy and for the excitement in the room. Thank you for that. And now it's pitch time. So we have 6 solutions that we'll be hearing from, and the first ones that we'll be hearing from are Australasian Group Limited. And we have Greg Evans with us sharing about the thoughts behind their solution.
Hello.
Hello, Greg. You have 3 minutes, and we can see your slides right now.
Oh, that's excellent. If I put this up, I could see them. Okay. Good morning. Those slides seem to be rolling through on their own. Anyway, that's technology sometimes. Good morning, my name's Greg Evans and I'm the ED of Australasian Group. We're proud that HydroNova technology was selected to pitch at ChangeNOW 3D. With the increasing focus on solar and wind energy, it's sometimes easy to forget the elephant in the room, and that's hydropower. Hydropower is the most important source of renewable energy, accounting for over 60% of renewables. Once completed, a hydro scheme produces no direct waste and only a fraction of the greenhouse gases compared to fossil fuel. So what's the problem? Traditional hydro requires land flooding, which can emit substantial amounts of greenhouse gas and methane. It can cause a loss of usable land, population displacement, and disrupt the natural ecology of a river. While dams can reduce the problem of flooding, they also pose the risk of dam failure, which can be catastrophic. The solution is HydroNova, a semi-submersible hydro system that floats on a river or tidal estuary, generating substantial energy from individual vessels. The equipment reaches optimal performance with a flow of 6 metres and a depth of 6 metres. A single hydro system can produce an amazing 30 to 60 megawatts of electricity. And HydroNova's technology involves the use of slow rotating high torque turbines to convert kinetic energy into rotational energy, which is then converted to electrical energy by a dual core permanent magnet axial flux alternator. The capacity of HydroNova to generate output, many times that of existing designs, is the use of rare earth magnets. HydroNova's state-of-the-art technology has resolved many issues regarding friction and air buildup behind the turbine blades to create a higher collection of kinetic energy. The proof of the concept was done by Professor Giorgio Todorov at the Technical University of Sofia, who said, "I am pleased to report that your floating hydropower plant possesses considerable practical potential, and with its unique features, I believe that is the future way to generate environmentally sustainable electrical power in proper river locations." There is much more to know about the awesome HydroNova system that can be learned in a 3-minute pitch. So please contact us at hydronova.com.au, and thank you for watching, and please go with the flow.
Thank you, Greg.
Slides have a mind of their own, unfortunately.
But a very, very good use of 2.5 minutes, actually. So congrats on that, besides the presentation itself. I'm very happy to hear about your solution, and I'm excited to see what kind of questions it raises at the Q&A session that we will have at the end.
Okay. Well, I think, if I can just say, I think everyone who is presenting is a winner anyway. So that's the main thing, isn't it? That you just were presenting at this conference.
That's absolutely true. The power comes from simply being here and talking about these solutions and these ideas. And we have next Charlotte Darmet from Opopop. Charlotte, are you with us? Hello.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm not sure the clicker is with us, but well,
we can see the slide. Are you able to switch the slides?
No.
No. Okay. Then what you have to do is simply say next whenever you need the slide moved, and my colleagues will move it for you.
Okay. Thanks
Perfect.
to the ChangeNOW team for helping me with that.
No worries.
Okay, perfect. Well, hello everybody. I'm really happy to be here. I am Charlotte, and I co-founded with Antonin Opopop. Our team is born from a conversation about beans, actually overflowing beans. We were making conscious effort as individuals to go zero waste, and we were both working in the e-commerce industry when we met. And we became more and more aware of the huge amount of waste generated by e-commerce. Next, please. In France, in 2020, more than 1.36 billion single-use packages were sent. 20% of them are in plastic, with a very low recycling rate right now. And e-commerce is growing very fast, making the issue even bigger year after year. Next slide. So we decided to use our experience and skills to foster sustainable consumption by helping the e-commerce industry move toward circularity. So basically, we created a Opopop, zero waste reusable packaging services for e-commerce brands and consumers. Next slide, please. So what happened is our e-commerce brand working with us are choosing to work with our packages, and they offer the solution on their website. Consumer can choose the zero waste option on the website, and when they receive the package, they can send it back through the French postal service. It can come back to us, we wash it and put it back in the loop. An e-commerce brand, instead of buying single-use packaging, they just rent the use of our reusable packages. Next slide. To ensure the reusable packages are really back in the loop, and that it's not only reusable but really reused, they are supported by a deposit system. We send reminders to the consumer, and if they doesn't give back the packaging within 15 days, they will have to pay €5. This is an incitative system that is working right now pretty well, because 97% of users give back their packaging thanks to the deposit system. Next. We started a year ago with the fashion industry, the biggest segment in e-commerce, and also the one that uses the most single-use packages. And right now we have 30 e-commerce brands working with us. Next. Our challenge is now to grow. Our impact depends on the high volume of packaging we will avoid and replace with reusable packages. So to have an impact, we have to go big. This is where a 3DEXPERIENCE platform will be useful for us in acceleration, providing us a tool to develop more types of packaging, ensure smooth production, manage life cycle, and improve logistics. And all of this for a better impact. Within the next 3 years, we hope to avoid 1 million single-use packages and create a new standard for e-commerce packaging. So if you want to join us for the future of e-commerce, which is zero waste, you can contact us. Thank you for your time and attention.
Thank you, Charlotte. Very nice presentation. The consumer in me would love to have this kind of opportunity next time I'm I'm buying online, or I'm going to the or I'm ordering things online. So thank you for taking this this direction. And we now have Michael van Kutsem sharing with us the idea behind biodiversity, a name with a really nice wordplay in the title. Hello, Michael.
Hello, can I click on the, yeah?
Yes, we can see the slide.
You can see the slide.
Are you able to change it?
I have the clicker, but then I don't see the screen anymore.
Then what you can do is also say next every time you need the slide changed. Then my colleagues will do it on time.
Okay. Okay. Hello. I'm Michael from Biodiversity, where we create value with biodiversity regeneration. Next. And just to remind you the causes of biodiversity decline, it's first the lack of biodiversity due to land use. Next. Second, pollution, industrial pollution. Next. And third, of course, pesticides and agricultural pollution. Next. And the problem today is that there's no tool to monitor these issues. And if you can't monitor that, you cannot act. Next. And we found a solution with bees. Actually, bees act like little natural drones. Next. And to feed themselves, they're going to cover a surface of 700 hectares. Next. And on this 700 hectares, and you can go to the, you can next click it again. They're going to visit 4 billion flowers per bee colony. And they're going to take pollen next out of these flowers and bring it back to the beehive. Next, please. And we developed a small device to collect the pollen when it comes in the beehive. Next. And the advantage with the pollen is that it captures air and soil pollution, but also contains the DNA of the plants. So we can basically tell you what kind of agricultural pollution you have, what kind of industrial pollution you have on site, but also the plant diversity and the issues in terms of biodiversity. And so based on that, we can measure the issues, trace the origin of pollutants, see when there's a lack of biodiversity, and advise people to act. Next, please. And so we send out reports and data next, so that people can really act. Next slide, please. So people can really act to improve the environment globally. Next. It's been awarded several times because it's totally unique. Next. Next, slide. And so just to summarize it, we collect the pollen, we analyze the pollen, and we send out reports and indicators so that people can act. Next. We're active now in 10 countries on 100 sites. Next. And having impact on more than 70,000 hectares of land. And you can go to the next one. And we're working for a lot of different client segments, as you can see. Next. And we're developing now an artificial intelligence tool with Accenture and Microsoft, so that we can extrapolate the data coming from these bees to assess whatever kind of site in the environment in terms of biodiversity and pollution, and highlight the issues and propose solutions. Next. And the power of this data is huge. You can change the ecosystem of the city, as you can see. Next. And you can really continue with the next. And reduce pollutants such as pesticides strongly, as you can see here in the projects we had, reducing by more than 4 times. Next. And the team is a team of bioengineers, but also 12.5 million bees, which makes us the world's largest employer in the world. Next slide. And we would be happy to see what are the opportunities in terms of synergies with 3DEXPERIENCE, including the Geovia tool. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Michael. Wow, and thank you for taking us into a space in which we understand how we can bridge the worlds of bees and the AI and what they can have in common. That's a very, very nice frame and a really nice way of challenging ourselves. And next we have on the list Lisa Chiang from Cefalgo.
Hi.
Hey, Lisa. We don't see your slides yet. Okay, now they are up.
Okay, I can control.
Perfect.
Today I would like to talk about the solution for the next pandemic. The population of mental disorder has doubled since COVID-19. Over 70% of patients receive no treatment. Mental disorder are the next pandemic. With limited resource, we have to improve the efficiency of mental treatment to expand the coverage. The scientifically proven solution is to track moods accurately and to understand the patient better. I emphasize the word accurately because at the moment there's no accurate mood tracker. Cefalgo is the first accurate mood tracker that measures brainwave bio-EEG. Similar to Neuralink by Elon Musk, except without drilling your skull. Our mood tracker is discreet and portable that can be worn directly over your ears or over your glasses. You can track your mood anytime, anywhere. For example, like me now, during the pitch of ChangeNOW. Cefalgo also proposes personalized exercise in real time, and the result can be transmitted to the professionals. This is a solution the world is waiting for. For the patient, we provide customized support for sudden mental crisis. For the professional, we provide improved treatment planning. For the medical facility, we provide remote patient monitoring. With Cefalgo, we are able to expand our medical coverage of mental health care over 20%. We contribute to the sustainable development goal of mental health by maximizing the coverage, by reducing the cost of mental health care, as well as by reducing the associated risk of cardiovascular and metabolic disease and substance use disorder. To further progress our innovation, we would like to work with the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, which proposes a very innovative way of cooperating. With the advanced tool integrated in this platform, we can supercharge our innovation and our creation. Finally, I would like to talk about how Cefalgo started. I have a very dear friend, her name is Laura. She has struggled with depression over 5 years. Depression took away her smile and her joy. In Cefalgo, we all have loved ones suffer from mental disorder, and we want to help them because we know how difficult it is. With our expertise in psychology, data science, material engineering, and EEG, we want to accompany our loved one on the journey through better mental health. And most importantly, better mental health has been scientifically proven will also better greenization the environment. So it's a win-win situation for this world. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Lisa. And what a powerful way to share to end your presentation with your personal story and how it all started. I think stories make everything and give sense, so much sense to everything that we do, and help us understand each other so much better. So thank you for bringing that personal dimension as well. Next we have Olivia, who will be sharing with us the concept behind Equium. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Equium, yes.
Equium. Okay. Hello, Olivia.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm trying to update the clicker page, see if it works. Okay, so I'll have to say next, I guess.
Yes, I think it's
good morning. I'm going to present Equium, and our mission to deliver new acoustic heating solution with major environmental advantages. Next, please. We all know the considerable impact of domestic space heating on CO2 emission. This is the issue we want to address. Next, please. In the past, heating was mainly done by burning things. This is very inefficient and resulting in a lot of CO2 emission. But this is coming to an end thanks to new regulations. Another way is to use electrical heat pumps with emissions divided by 4 to 5, and many space heating. Next, please. But heat pumps have also some major drawbacks. They can be complex, high maintenance, unable to address high temperature for renovation, and above all, working with damaging greenhouse gases. So what about a possible solution with all their advantages, but without inconvenience? This is what we propose with our thermoacoustic heaters. Same efficiency and low emissions, but no refrigerants, no moving parts, and high temperature output. We believe that this is really the future of heating. Next, please. The science is now proven, and we are starting to industrialize with the support of the French ADEME agency. Next, please. Equilium's acoustic heaters will be profitable with the best TCO, user-friendly, and of course completely silent, reliable, and above all sustainable thanks to a low carbon footprint and no refrigerants. Next, please. The technology is needed, the demand is big, driven by future bans on boilers and the already fast-growing markets of heat pumps. Next, please. Each acoustic heater that will be used will have a major environmental impact. Next, please. So how are we going to do this? Well, first, the company has over 15 years of R&D experience with many prototypes and a strong IP. And we also have a strong team in place with experienced people backed up by the CS lab of Minpai Tech. Next, please. But this development will also have challenges, and this is where our partnership with the 3DEXPERIENCE lab would be great. Thermoacoustics is at the crossroads of acoustics and thermics, of course, but also fluidics, mechanics, material science, and even electromagnetics. Putting together models and simulation tools is challenging, and particularly because of the different timescale these subjects are working at. Same for designing a complex resonance system with many parameters. Even if we know how to do it, we want to make it a design rulebook for fast industrialization. Next, please. So where we are in our project, we are currently raising 5 million euros to launch our first product in 2023. We target 100K products by 2030 with a major environmental impact. Next, please. And this is just for heating buildings. Other potential markets are also on our roadmap for an even greater impact in the near future. Next, please. Thanks for your attention and your interest in our solution.
Thank you, Olivier, for sharing with us and for being on time as well. And we can now move on to our last presentation. We have Rishabh Shrestha from Garudeus. Hello, Rishabh.
Hello. Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you. We don't see your slides yet.
There it is. I'm trying to connect to this. I'm trying to connect.
Yes, we can now see them.
Okay, I probably also would need to ask you to move the slides.
Okay, perfect. Just say next.
Sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Your time is starting now.
All right. Hi, this is Rishabh from Garudeus Aviation, an early-stage urban air mobility startup. We want to make flying as comfortable as driving. Next, please. To ease the traffic congestion, half the personal commuters want flying cars, which can do the same things as their current cars. Electric air taxis, which are the current solution provided, don't give that option, and they continue to have traffic jams and expensiveness in urban air travel. So what if we had an urban vehicle that could fly and drive anywhere, anytime? Can we make urban travel efficient and sustainable? Next, please. Introducing Kira. This is an ultra-compact electric vertical takeoff and landing car that can transform between an electric vehicle and an electric aircraft. It is easy to operate with its digital systems and its augmented reality navigation system. It is a hybrid electric vehicle, and the most important part is that it does not need extra infrastructure. It can leverage existing infrastructure like EV charging stations, gas stations, and then it can integrate easily into the existing system. So it will allow consumers to travel, fly, and drive anywhere, anytime. Next, please. So with lesser components and the use of additive manufacturing, it is cheap to manufacture, it's cheap to maintain. It uses existing infrastructure, and that's how it directly affects sustainable cities and the life on land, the SDG goals 11 and 15. Next, please. Many factors are now in favor of a vehicle like Kira going into market. The cities, governments, public opinions, regulations are currently in favor. There's a huge $75 billion market that's opening up with potential customers and multiple use cases. We are now refining our product market fit, and that's where we want to leverage 3D experience. Next, please. We want to leverage the 3D experience automotive and aerospace packages, which will allow us to develop our electric vehicle and electric aircraft components from design to end, and make it desirable to our future investors. Next, please. We're a small team. We have experience in aviation systems and industrial design, automotive and electric vehicle engineering and electric motor design. We have a strong advisory and mentorship team from Boeing and Microsoft, and we hope to grow more soon. Next, please.
Thank you, Rishabh.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, the time is over. But there will be more time to share about your solution and your idea in the networking area that my colleagues have been sharing in the chat. And wow, what a round of 6 incredible ideas. I imagine there are so many thoughts and questions after it. Unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news right now, because our time for this session is up, and because it is scheduled to end at a specific time, there will be no time to take questions in this format. But in order to address the questions and the thoughts that you do have, I do invite you all to click the link and to go to the networking room and to ask the questions that you have burning, and to connect with the idea and with the solutions that you have found. Sorry about cutting it short, but I think the conversations that will come up in the networking area will be very powerful and valuable. So enjoy the networking and see you for the rest of the summit. Thank you very much, everybody.